to get on it.
Excuse me, sweetie. We'll get up there. Okay? Thanks.
Hey, Melissa. Melissa, where's the other camera? That one six? What? Hey, Melissa. In Melissa's room. Oh, it's in my bag. It's in my brown bag.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? In my room downstairs. There, in my brown bag on the side part. What, on it? Is that there in this bottom one?
Huh?
Bottom one?
That man can fly.
Hey, Mr. Terry.
Hey.
You're not down there slipping and
Yeah, I'm
sliding?
safe up here. I think I'm going to stay up here.
Well, you could be my assistant cameraman.
He is safe, boys and girls.
Hi.
Not going to film me because they're taking a picture of me?
Yeah. Thanks. A picture of Liz taking a picture of me while I'm taking a picture of Liz.
Yep.
That's Liz. And Terry.
Oh, now look, Chuck's Superman now.
Oh, breakfast.
Chuck goes now. Batman.
Say, Chuck, give us about a 40-yard slide for the camera.
Look out. Look out, bro. Come on, Abby Edgar. He's at the record. Yeah, man.
Well, who's this with the umbrella down there? Chuck, why don't you slide all the way into the canal?
Yeah, that's up there at the top, okay?
Going in?
Come on, Proctor, give us a major league slide.
All right, go, Chuck, come on. You jump over here.
No, none of that. Not that.
Ready?
No.
Go. Slide.
I'm on here.
Boy, they're getting fancy. Melissa, you're not coming in, are you?
No, I'm putting Doug's glasses upstairs.
They're not doing him any good where he is, I know that. And as you can plainly see, Terry has elected a much wiser choice of action here during this rainstorm. You don't see Terry out there sliding around in all that dirt, water. Got the best seat in the house, dry as a bone. Can smell all the food cooking.
Do you know what this is? Cheese. Hello.
Anything for the camera girls?
Well, we're making a very small
Would you like to see our small salad over
Please
here?
don't eat any because we might not have enough for you.
Oh, there's no way.
We might not have enough for you, so please wait till everybody
Well, I'd
else
say,
comes
well, I
out.
thought that was just for me.
Okay.
Nobody else wants any? Well, it's clear we're not going to have enough of that either. Boy.
We'll think women and children first.
Well, there won't be any left over.
Do you think this is a pretty sight for a woman that's over 40? Do you think this is how a woman over 40 should act?
Well, we don't know.
Do you think this is something that they should do? To make my arthritis kick in.
Amy, they got Amy now. Oh, Amy. Amy, look at you.
Wait, I wanna go out there. Can I go out there?
You do? Well, you better check with your mom. Amy, what happened to you, baby? You're all wetted up. Did you go do one of those slides? Did you slip and slide?
Apparently.
Apparently.
Hey, I'm back for more.
Hey, y'all come on in now and get dried up. We're gonna eat.
Oh, we could just bring you dinner out there if you want to eat out there.
We shoot meatballs.
Slide the meatballs right down the river there. Oh, Amy.
Now y'all come inside.
Let's go eat.
Come on, y'all.
Oh my goodness. You're wet as a mouse, Practice.
Holy moly. You know, Chuck and Melissa are.
Well, how was it?
Fun.
Very wet?
I got stuck, man. I got stuck one time.
Got stuck. Hey, Amy. What's up?
do a newscast, Kehoe France Day newscast. Right, Mr. Rudy? No?
All right, Prince and Princess, I'd like to bring your broadcast day on KF TV, our special television station. We have a medley of hits and other things, shall we? We begin our broadcast day with some cartoon music. Before we start our show, we'll have a word from one of our sponsors. Are you tired of eating good tasting, nutritional food, fed up with good service and clean surroundings? Well, if you're tired, well, it's time to try Cafe Bonnet. Our world-famous Bonnet burgers are made of only the finest soy patties, baked to a rock-hard consistency under our patented heat lamp process. Bonnet burgers come with your choice of fixings, mustard or ketchup. We also specialize in watered-down soft drinks. So when you're tired of real food, try us at Cafe Bonnet. Now for our next show. And now we have another message from another one of our sponsors. Mom, have the kids been driving you crazy all year? Fighting, wouldn't do their homework, won't clean their room, complained about your cooking, or just general pains in the neck? Well, this summer you can get even with them. Send them off to Kehoe France Day Camp. At Kehoe France Day Camp, those bad little kids will be whipped into shape. Kehoe France will force them to swim lap after lap in our algae-filled pool. And they'll be forced to listen to our head counselor's dumb jokes. And got into top physical shape with Coach Key's cattle call. So remember, Mom, If you want to get even with your kids this summer, send them to Kehoe France Day Camp. Now we have a program for the children. Hello, boys and girls. Today's lesson is on personal grooming tips. Can you say personal grooming tips? I knew you could. Today's special guest on personal grooming tips is Mr. Baxter. And if you notice how Mr. Benson has action grease in his hair to keep it from ever moving. And that his pants are worn the proper 3 inches above his navel. And his socks pulled up as close to his knees as possible. Thank you for that special lesson on personal grooming tips, Mr. Benson. And now we'll stop and have a message from one of our special friend sponsors who pays for my show. Are you stuck in a dull, boring, go-nowhere job? Looking for a better career, more opportunity? Well, if you are, come see us at the Kehoe France Camp Counselor School. And we can get you a high-paying camp counselor job. We'll teach you all the basic fundamentals, like taking lunch orders, and we'll have Miss Wendy Sage show you how to tie shoes and wipe runny noses. You'll learn all of the important phrases like, time to line up and go to arts and crafts, and campers, go to your buses. Our school is accredited by the American Council of Counselors. So if you're looking for a high-paying job in the field of camp counseling, come see us at Kehoe France Camp Counselor School. And now for a little family show. switch you live and direct to Kehoe France Eyewitness News with Garland Baronet and Angela Valley, Dave Fornarts with the weather, and Jim Henson and his Muppets with the sports. Now, here's Angela.
Vice President says an honest mistake saying all these Frenchmen look alike.
On the scientific front today, the maids announced that they produced a room temperature fusion reaction while working in pottery last week. The reaction occurred when a line of sludge was spilled into some wet clay, resulting in a tremendous release of heat and controlled fusion.
Today, 5 countries signed a nuclear test ban treaty. The 5 countries were Albania, Bermuda, Burma, Trinidad, and the Ivory Coast. Now for today's sports with Jim Henson and his Muppets.
Robbie Palermo was under investigation by the head counsel's office for allegedly placing bets on his youth wiffle ball games. If found guilty, Coach Robbie can be banned from camp for life. In a baseball trade today, the Oakland A's traded Jose Canseco to the Atlanta Braves for the whole race. The A's also got $1 million, 2 Eskimos, and a kangaroo. Here are today's scores: 6-2, 14-3, and 8-2. And a Foster scored 3. Now here's Dave with the weather.
Tonight should be dark with scattered light breaking out near dawn. Tomorrow's weather will have thunderstorms most of the day, with only a 1% chance of any sunshine. Tomorrow's low will be 23 with a high of 146. Wind will be out of the south at 5 miles per hour, gusting to 312.
This just in. Donald Trump has purchased Kehoe France Day Camp. It will now be known as Trump Camp. And we've all been fired.
Real good.
We would like to introduce our staff today, our NASA staff. Please stand when your name is called. Tomahawks, Wendy Cassan, Amy Moran, and Terry Strode. Remain standing, please. Remain standing. Redskins, Lucy Bonet, Melissa Wright.
That was fun.
Then the boys, Monica Vandervoort, Ian Alpha, and Jennifer Barry. Sherry Dupuy, Dawn Arcedo, and Wendy Whitten. From the Caboose, Kelly France, Colin Barry. From the Warriors, Keith France and Alan Albert. From the Youths, Robbie Palermo, Sean Bourgeois, Jeff Jacob. From the Braves, Mike Rooney and Chance Murphy. Mike Pete, Matthew Page, Katie Deal, Amy Quirk. Bridget Stark, Lindsay Winters. In the computer, Chuck Fiasco. Marty Kehoe and Chuck Prechter. Daphne Griffin and Lisa Ruiz. Library, Judy Green. In ceramics, Evelyn Stromley and Melissa Eckert. In music is Marion Brennan. The pool staff, headed also have, I think I left the Lindsay Winters, right, and Richard Stark and the Princess, Tara Hab, Keith France, and Samantha Brennan, and Robin Stain, right? Okay. I'd like also Pat France, our director, Lyle France, our director of the Highlands. I think they deserve a great round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. We now would like to ask Mr. Kevin France if he can help me. We now would like to present our awards today. Before I do that, I would like first place in the Council Tennis Tournament was Mike Rooney and Stacy Forsan. Mr. Rooney, fine. I don't know if we should give him the medal. I'm still mad at him. Congratulations, Chip Ward. Congratulations, Chiefs. Would like to thank the parents and the staff and the campers for a wonderful camp year, and we'll see everybody next year. Thank you very much. We'd like the children to make the stage. We're going to have to take pictures. Please, we ask the children to just remain on the stage.
Thirsty Bounty paper towels for only 78 cents, and Pringles snack chips in every flavor imaginable for only $1.18 each. Just a few of the tasty prices waiting for you every day of the week at Walmart. Always the low price on the brands you trust, always.
Tonight's forecast calls for something fresh. New Domino's Pan Pizza. With a 99-cent chance of precipitation. Just your time to try new Domino's Pan Pizza, because we'll throw in a 6-pack of Coca-Cola Classic for a cool 99 cents. Domino's Pizza. Nobody delivers better.
WDSU 6 New Orleans. Now, 6 News Weekend with Gary Mattingly. Ed Daniels with sports, and Steve Bellis with weather.
Good evening, everyone. All is reportedly quiet in the Galveston and Corpus Christi, Texas ship channels tonight. Earlier today, shrimpers angry over the federal law requiring them to use turtle excluder devices staged a protest. They blocked the channels with their shrimp boats. The shrimpers used every means they had to make their point heard today.
200 shrimp boats, some from Louisiana, invaded Galveston Bay to do battle against regulations requiring them to use turtle excluder devices.
Glad to have you here, Coonasses. Glad to have you here. Glad to be here, and you bet we're going to do our part, partner.
Shrimpers blocked the Houston Ship Channel for much of the day. While TEDS is supposed to protect the endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, the shrimpers contend they are losing most of their valuable catches. No ship seemed too big for the shrimpers to make their point. This Russian grain ship and Galveston area ferry were forced to stop dead in the water by shrimp boats in their paths.
If the TEDS would work, you wouldn't have us here complaining. That's the greatest lie ever told, that TEDS work.
As a final show of their frustration, several of the shrimpers openly burned their TEDs. The Coast Guard is warning the shrimpers it will keep the ship channel clear at all costs.
We will begin to identify individual shrimpers that are flagrantly violating our order to try and maintain a clear ship channel. That also carries possible arrest and seizure of their vessels in addition to criminal liability.
Right now, the TEDS regulations apply only to shrimpers operating in federal waters. But in May, the regulations will also apply to those operating in state waters. These boats operating out of Wyclosky and St. Bernard Parish trawl coastal bays. With the law soon spreading to their territory, some have made it clear they don't like it and will break the law and even face going out of business before using the devices.
Law is a law, but it's just a stupid law. That's what it boils down to.
Is it going to make a lot of these shrimpers out here outlaws?
Oh, yeah. A lot of them will be that way. I might be one of them.
Locally, many fishermen say they hope the TEDS regulations are repealed before the spring. Otherwise, some say they will either take their chances or get out of the business altogether. The battle over the fate of abortion in the United States is giving new life to the National Organization for Women. At its national convention in Cincinnati, now officials say their membership across the country has gone up to 25%. Some members are calling the push to keep abortion legal the third wave of feminism in the U.S.
The right to make our own determination about our lives and about our bodily integrity is the most fundamental of human rights. Without that right, we become objects, chattel, the legal possessions of masters or husbands or justices on Supreme Courts.
2 proposals to keep abortion legal were proposed at the convention. Now, once a constitutional amendment passed, they are calling it a Bill of Rights for the 21st century. It calls for abortion rights, equal rights, gay rights, and the right to a safe environment. The group also wants to plan a second march on Washington, D.C., but other pro-choice groups are against that. They say they are afraid they will drain their energy to fight anti-abortionists if that march was scheduled. Anti-abortionists also gathered in Cincinnati today to make sure their message was heard. They are vowing to get the Supreme Court case legalizing abortion, Roe versus Wade, overturned. The anti-abortionists marched behind about 1,000 NOW members who paraded through downtown Cincinnati today. Southern University's Alumni Association is vowing tonight to fight the state's college desegregation plan. They say they will not let their predominantly black school merge with the state's predominantly white university system. The group voted today on a resolution that asked the court to hold off from implementing the desegregation order. The alumnus say they have raised $50,000 to fund the legal battle. Earlier this week, a 3-judge panel ordered the state to merge its 17 colleges and universities. That would turn 3 systems into 1. No one claims to know the whereabouts tonight of an American diplomat suspected of spying for the Soviet Union. Residents in this Washington, D.C. apartment complex say they haven't seen Felix Bloch since Thursday. The FBI is not commenting on its investigation of Bloch. Sources say he had access to some of the nation's most sensitive diplomatic secrets. 6 U.S. soldiers died today in a helicopter crash at Fort Irwin in Southern California. 1 other person was injured in the accident. Army officials say the UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter was carrying a crew from Fort Hood, Texas. The men were participating in military exercises. This was the last day of the 3-week training lesson. An American Airlines flight from Chicago to El Paso, Texas lost its main hydraulic systems today, forcing the crew to manually lower the landing gear. The plane made a safe landing in Tulsa, Oklahoma. An airline spokesman says the hydraulic failure was not as serious as the problem that caused United Flight 232 to fatally crash last Wednesday. Meanwhile, rescue workers have stopped looking for bodies in the wreckage of United Flight 232 in Sioux City, Iowa. At least 110 people died in that crash. Today, the massive job of trying to identify the dead continues. Experts acknowledge today that the pilot's thinking in bringing the plane down saved many lives. He navigated the plane without an engine. 5 of the survivors remain in critical condition tonight. New Orleans authorities are searching tonight for clues in a possible drug-related murder. Police say they found a man gunned down behind a house at 705 Antonine Street. Residents living in that area heard gunshots about midnight last night and called